Hey, what's going on and how y'all doing out there in Atlanta Bird Gangland and Uncle Steve's Lounge? Just popping in here on a Wednesday, September 7th, few days away from getting this whole thing started against the New Orleans Saints in week one. Uh, if you're looking on YouTube, check out Uncle Steve's Lounge. Make sure you subscribe, check us out, and get us on board and for your viewing pleasure. And hopefully you get a chance to see some good content on there. Welcome to my guys and gals. Make sure I get that right in Atlanta Bird Game because it's about that time to get this thing started. What my reason for popping in, and this is going to be very short, so I might not get a chance to address a whole bunch of folks, but I appreciate everyone who pops in real quick. There's been this overriding concern about what the media has to say about the Atlanta Falcons this year, and a lot of uh, folks, prognosticators, and things like that have us down for the 32nd ranked team in the NFL. And for those of you who don't know, there are only 32 teams. Uh, Last place in the NFC South. Some have said we were only going to win two. We're only going to win three games this year, and all of that. And I say, as fans, I don't know why the investment in other people's opinion matters so much. And this is a fan based um, post that I'm putting up right now because this is about the fans. Who cares about what the world thinks about the Atlanta Falcons? As an Atlanta Falcon fans, I get tired of it. I know what it's like. You don't have to rewind back and tell me that we were a losing team last year. You don't have to rewind back and tell me that we've had some hard times and that our quarterback play has not been great. Our defense is not as good as it was at one point way back. Our offensive line has holes. We have a young team. Our coach is real new. We don't know if the GM knows what he's doing. You don't have to tell me all of that. I could care less about the national pundits. All I care about is that fan base here in it with us. And as long as we get out there and root for this team and show that energy for this team, that's all that matters. I just finished. If you guys haven't had a chance, go look on AtlantaFalcons.com. They just released a very nice sit down with Michael Vick and Marcus Mariota, which, again, for those who want to tie the past with the now, I thought it was a nice little sit down Vic did with them. And of course, that should fire some fans up to know that Vic is just to see him in the gear and see the Atlanta Falcon things behind us and everything like that. I just think it's awesome that we are able to connect those eras. No, Marcus Mariota is not going to come in here and be the next Michael Vick. So before we go into that, but it is nice to see the transition and just see, wow, said that was our guy a few years ago, and this is our guy going forward. Even if you're not the hugest Marcus Mariota fan, and I know a lot of you want Desmond Ridder to immediately take over this job, but at this moment, this is our quarterback. And I always say this, once they announce who's going to be our guy, then I'm riding. I'm riding. I'm riding. So if number one's going to be taking the snaps, then number one is my guy. So Marcus Mariota is going to be that guy. So I suggest that we all sit back and try to, embrace that, man. Embrace it. I see too many people coming up here to not acknowledge. How you doing, Lisa? Good to see you today on a Wednesday, hype day. NFL season starts, of course, tomorrow, but in about 4 days, we're going to be down there. We're going to be loud. We're going to be making noise, and we're going to send. I don't know if y'all see that setup here. I got my Falcons helmet and got my Saints helmet right here. I don't know if y'all can check that out, but I have them in the place where they should be. Very small compared to our Atlanta Falcons. So I know you're going to be down there. Brother John, what's going on? Say they are haters talking about the national media. Again, some of those cats, Pete Briscoe, CBS Sports, 32nd out of 32 teams. Come on, man. You can shut all of that up with one win. We go out and win this game against the New Orleans Saints. I think you're going to see a lot of people say, "Oh, really? Really?" And that's what you got to do. John says we need to come out hitting them teams in the mouth and keep hitting them in the mouth all season long. That's the plan. According to Dean Pease, that's the plan. So hopefully we'll get some type of action like that. Fall start, what's going on, brother? Say good afternoon. We're going out this year whipping that. You know what? Definitely taking names. We better. And let's face it, we know there's pressure on Dean Pease. We know there's pressure on Arthur Smith. While most of us sit back and say, no, we know this is gonna take time. And I don't even want to say realistically, from a fan standpoint, I'm expecting to win all the time. But I also know in the back of my mind, this is something that's going to take a while to build. I look forward to totally what the plan is going into 2023. But until then, man, if you're on the field, go win. Why not? I don't understand that. Y'all gonna let the New Orleans Saints fans come in here and take over like they always do since the Ben's been in here and just say, you know what, just go ahead and let them take over? No. Atlanta fans need to rise up, get this mess started. Yes, I said rise up. I don't care if it's rise up, Dirty Bird, whatever it takes. We need to get this Atlanta fan base pumped up because I am pumped up already. And we're 4 days away. So let's get this energy started, man. Who cares about Colin Cowherd? Who cares about all these other cats, man? Forget them. This ride or die time. And the Saints on board? Come on now. Cam, what's going on? It was a long time no see. Wishing you and the family the best, brother. I appreciate that, man. The family was on Monday evening. We had a chance to do something together for a while. I've been meaning to do that for a while. Beautiful wife Kira and my son Tyler and my daughter Leah got on and gave their predictions. So if you get a chance to go back and watch that video, go do that. Whether it be in the Atlanta Bird game or go to YouTube and put a little mark there under Uncle Steve's Lounge. I will be out there this Sunday. I think it's going to be myself and my son out there. Look forward. I think we're going to mess around and have our little t-shirts on that day. So I think I have my Uncle Steve thing on. So if y'all happen to see me, please feel free to say, what's up, Uncle Steve? I say hey to y'all if I see you too. What's going on, Q? Q was on there a couple of days ago trying to get people excited. I appreciate it, man. Dude, again, y'all don't understand. By Friday, I'm going to lose my mind. I really am. I'm almost thinking, and I don't know, I'm not going to, so just getting personal now. I'm trying to figure out. I want to keep my beard because that's a little bit of trademark a little bit. So I'm gonna shine the head up. There's a couple of little, if you feel, there's a couple of little hairs. I'm gonna get it shined up real good. I'm gonna go get the truck cleaned up, and we gonna start this thing off right, man. Get this thing rolling. That's what we got to do, man. My brother Sheehan, what is going on, man? I know you're ready to get pumped up. This is what we got to do. And I'm telling y'all, I'm going to come on for the next couple of days, if not for 10 minutes, to get us fired up about this, man. We got to get fired up about this team. This team needs us. Now, the team has to show us some too. Preseason is over with. All the, battles for bench people, all that stuff, that's done. Now it's for real. We got to get this. We got to get this thing started, and we can only pump up ourselves, man. So I am going to pump us up today. I might drop through tomorrow. Like I said, again, be sure I put some stuff on Uncle Steve's Lounge talking about the rivalry between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Matter of fact, I'll probably put it on my Facebook page. So if you guys get a chance, click, just my personal journey through the years of Falcon Saints. Make sure y'all check that out for us too. Shin said tailgating. Now they have a party that they're supposed to be doing that particular day, so I might be participating in that particular day. So I'm not sure, but if I was gonna tailgate, it's a couple of friends of mine. Believe it or not, the wife is the wife is Falcons. And my friend is Saints. So trust me, we'll be over there kind of causing some junk. And I think I don't know whether they're under the little bridge part by Magnum or did they move this year? But I'm going to be there early. I'll be there early. Trust me. George, what's going on, man? Checking in like lunch break. And that's what I did. I wanted to check in lunch break. I'm getting ready to actually go to work in about another 10 to 15 minutes. But I just wanted to pop in and check the temperature, man. We got to, I've been seeing stuff. I see a couple of people popping in, excited about this. Dude, I'm excited. I'm 4 days away and I'm excited. Yeah, the NFL kicks off tomorrow with a nice matchup, the Rams and Bills, but that's not Atlanta. I'm about Atlanta. I want to see what this thing is going to look like. So it excites me to get an opportunity to see everyone get excited about what's going on, man. Let's get excited about this thing. Shen says, I need to clean my truck. I'm ready for football, Shotty. Look, I'm trying to tell you, my truck, I haven't probably washed and waxed my, I washed, but I haven't like really washed my truck. And I know a couple of you, if you see the intros I have sometimes with the video, you'll see my truck on there. So I'm going to be ready, man, have my flags. I'm just ready for this. And more importantly, I'm ready to confront these Saints fans, man. I see the stuff starting already again. And I'm trying to tell you to shut up some of these players, man, the Cam Jordans of the world, and some of these folks that think they know the history of Falcon Saints. I pick on Cameron Jordan because for somebody who trolls a lot, he hadn't won a thing. And that's what bothers me when I hear from folks like that, man. It bothers me, really. Falstar says, we don't care about no loud mouths. We have to get to work, run the ball efficiently, play defense, limit the turnovers. Mistakes are going to happen, but make it minimal. And listen, I was talking about that too. Somebody was talking about the defense. The best way to deal with a team like the Saints that probably will try to put up a lot of points, just still have Kamara, Michael Thomas, I'm sure is going to be there. They got some new additions with Jarvis Landry, Chris Olive, Taquan Smith, I think is probably going to be involved. Mark Ingram made a return to the team. So I'm not going to sit here and try to act like this is going to be a 10-7 battle in the trenches. I think they're going to be going at it. I think both teams are going to attempt to go at it. And as fans, we have to be as loud as we can, man, because look, Jameis is not Drew Brees. Let's not fool ourselves. Jameis he has the talent to be good, but Jameis is not that guy any more than Mariota has been recognized as that guy. So ironically, the number 1 and number 2 draft picks back in 2015, trying to reclaim their glory days on 2 different teams. Amazing how it turns back around. Like I said, again, if you get a chance to see the video on AtlantaFalcons.com with the sit down with Mike Vick and Marcus Mariota, it's really interesting how both of them have different stories with different circumstances, but both of them had to, go through things a couple of years, come back, and let's hope this turns out to be Marcus's renaissance. This will be the opportunity for him to come back and prove to the NFL that he's a viable quarterback. I mean, make no bones about it. This guy is somebody who's looking for that second chance. When you're on a 2-year, $20 million contract, the team doesn't have a lot of faith in you. We probably are getting over by a side of rookies having one of the cheapest veteran starting quarterbacks going on in the league, which is probably why some of these pundits want to put us down. But that's why I figure, I don't know. I think we're going to be much better than that. They're much better than that. Sheehan says, pace yourself, Steven. It's already hump day, man. I can't. I am ready. And you know what? More importantly, I'm just ready to see football. While 99.9% of me is there to also see the Falcons and hopefully see a win. That 0.01% is just saying, you know what, it's football, and be able to see football up front is going to be, just exciting to see the fans back congregating amongst each other at the bins. that is the stuff that's gonna get you fired up. So hopefully we can get that together. My brother Ryan, how you doing, my friend? Ryan, definitely. I know he's ready for the season to start. Y'all make sure y'all check Ryan, the historian, and his friends. Glenn Smalls, usually Killian is on there tomorrow at 8 o'clock on the Birdcage. They do an outstanding job of involving everybody in there and getting everybody's opinions. Just join him in the Atlanta Bird Gang group. And then after you finish joining him, make sure y'all check out the Uncle Steve's Lounge and go look at some of the videos that we have on there. I think we got a couple of things that you'll enjoy. I'm going to try to take some live shots from the game, get in where I fit in. We're going to have some post game. I haven't, obviously I'll be coming from the stadium. Usually I do my 7 o'clock show on Sundays. That way it's almost near the end of the 4 o'clock game, so we can recap the Falcons and go into the 4 o'clock games to discuss them as well. But at the moment, the plan is on Sundays to do the 7 o'clock show, giving our opinion on what happened with the Atlanta Falcons this week, specifically Saints-Falcons game. Friday, we will have the picks section at 1 o'clock. So somewhere around this time, about an hour earlier at 1, I'll come on every week. We'll pick all the Falcons games and kind of talk about what we have going on in that perspective. Lisa says, I think we, the fans, are going to show out for this Aints game. I think the energy is going to be different. And because I think you have different people in different positions this year. Right now, Drake London is our number 1 wide receiver. Imagine that. Who could, before the season last year, matter of fact, at draft time last year, they had a poster with Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley, and Kyle Pitts. Remember that? Do y'all remember that? They had a poster with all of them. 1 year later, we have basically a whole nother team, a whole nother group of guys that we're going to ride with. And that to me is exciting. And as fans, that is something that, I don't know, that kind of pumps me up to see something different. Now, we hope the results are definitely different than we've had the last couple of years, but I still am excited to see this style of play, a little taste of what we got in preseason. Hopefully we'll get that type of up-tempo energy play that we got glimpses of against Jacksonville, Detroit, and the Jets. So that should be kind of good. Michael, how you doing, sir? Say, I am so stoked for our Dirty Birds too, Steve. And this year I moved from Tampa to Warner Robins, so I'm closer. Hey, good job, brother. Good job. We hope to see you. I hope you get a chance to go down there. Even if you don't have a chance to go down there, Michael, trust me, I'm gonna kind of interact. I usually pop in on for those of you who remember what I usually do. At halftime, I usually pop in from my seat and just give a quick view. For those of you who enjoyed the commentary from my son, Tyler, he'll be there as well. So we can just give our 2 cents. I'm pretty positive we'll be surrounded behind the little bitty Aints helmet that y'all see right there. Matter of fact, I'm trying to move so y'all can see it. That was the only size I could find that was so I tried to give the Saints a little bit of love, but not that much. Lisa says, let's pray to the football guys that we beat the Saints on Sunday. I'm all about praying. So look, I'm down with the prayer for the Falcons to do this to these sorry Aints and these pompous Aints and some of these fans. I'm looking at Saints fans going back 28-3 trolling, which is so funny to me because I'm saying to myself, y'all ain't even been to a Super Bowl since we've been. So why are we trolling? It's one thing to have accomplished something recently and troll, but they haven't even been to the Super Bowl. What year was that? 09, 08, whatever year that was. I'm saying to myself, who are you trolling? You need to be trying to get back to the Super Bowl. At least we went to the Super Bowl in 2016. But that's not here or there. It doesn't matter. It's the Saints, Falcons. It's the rivalry. Again, if you don't get a chance to, I talked briefly about the history. I'm going to put it up on my page, just talking about the rivalry between the Saints and the Falcons over the years, especially when I kind of got into it. That 1978 game being right. Get a chance to check it out, and we'll see. Boston Star says when we win, they glance over and blame the departure of Sean Payton. And you know this. As soon as they come on, I tell you what I like to do. I like to go listen to other radio stations, like on the apps, and go see what the home sports channel is. And there is nothing funnier than going, I think it's WBL, I think it is in I forgot what it is, WWBL or whatever it is in Saints Land. And Bobby Hebert, of course, our former quarterback, it is nothing funnier. He is entertaining as all get out, Cajun boy to his heart. And it's nothing funnier than listening to him after a Saints loss, because he never holds back. He's one of them cats that tell it like it is. If the Falcons win, he says that. So, hey, more power to him. Sheehan says, do that. Abel says, let's beat those visitors. Absolutely. And I love what the Falcons did with that, with the visitors thing on the, and I'm sure that's what he's referring to on the screen when they say Falcons versus visitors. That's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And Sheehan says, absolutely we are. I think the Falcons are, I love what they're doing with their content on their website. Had an opportunity to watch a little film, that interview with Arthur Blank. And Arthur Blank, the first thing he brought up was wanting to be able to run, which is my key to the game right now. I'll get into more of the keys on Friday, but my main key is to run the ball. I know everybody's talking about offensive line, holding up, pass blocking, whatever. But if we can run the ball effectively and keep the New Orleans Saints on the sidelines, I think that's going to help us out quite a bit. To me, I think it's imperative if you want to have any chance of winning. We got to run the ball. Christian says this Sunday is going to be exciting to watch, with the new quarterback trying to get his respect and hoping the defense plays solid in the fourth. Again, reclamation project, man. Marcus Mariota, dude, chip on your shoulder. You're getting the keys to the car, knowing that it's a young guy in your back now. It's somebody in the back seat. It's somebody in the back seat of the car that's ready to take over. So you can't sit there and pretend like, it's all yours and there's nobody behind you. Marcus Mariota, I think this is big. This is huge for him. And I don't think, again, if you go watch the interview with Mike Vick, you'll hear what he says. He's ready for the challenge. And I'm ready for the challenge. I'm ready for the challenge. I'm ready for these Falcon fans to light it up. I'm ready for us to get down there. I'm ready for the jump talk. I'm ready for everything that comes with this rivalry, which the Atlanta Falcons are on top, 54-52, for those who don't know that. Scooter says, who do you think is getting the bulk of the carries? Well, I know who I hope gets the bulk of the carries, the young guy, Tyler Algier, but I do believe that you'll probably get a dose of a lot of Cordero and Damian along the way. We saw that Tyler Algier can block. I don't think it's any question about his blocking abilities, as he blocked on the last play that we won against the Lions in that preseason game. But whoever is able to also block very good is going to probably get the majority of the carries. I do look at Cordero probably getting his feet wet. They saved him this preseason, didn't use him. So I think Scooter, look for CP to get a lot of those carries. Toya is in the house. How you doing? Say, I'm super excited. See y'all in the ATL on Sunday, Toya. I am right there with you. I think this Falcon fan base is ready to explode. I noticed this week we haven't had any pass talk. We haven't talked about the receiver we used to have, the quarterback we used to have, the one that's on the receiver on the sidelines. I think folks are dialed in finally to what's on our team right now. And I love it. I love the fact that our focus can be on these guys. Let's give these guys the love. The Mariotas, the London, who's come back to practice, which is a great sign. The Algiers, the Pitts, the offensive line, the new defense look that we have. Grady and the fellas back there. AJ, looking forward to building his legacy even more, or his legend, I should say, even more back there in the back of the secondary. All these things are going to be great. We need to get this stuff started, and I hope that that starts off this Sunday with a win, man. We've got to. Shin says, I'm worried about our first round pick staying healthy. You know, and I know a lot of people are, and we should be. But, you know, he had a little bit of mark on him going into the draft about that. I don't know. If he's at practice, Shin, it is what it is, man. It's football. And I know everybody says stay healthy. Let's give him a shot and see what happens. Maybe he's been healthy for a couple of weeks. I have the feeling that the reason they didn't put him on IR. So that at least lets me know they had thoughts of him playing. I'm looking at news now that Zach Wilson, who was hurt the same week that Drake London was hurt, week 1, that he's possibly ready to play this coming Sunday. So these young guys, they heal fast, man. And if they say he's ready to go, Arthur Smith I get the vibe from him that if you're not ready to go, you're probably not going to play. So I think they've just been playing this Drake London thing close to the vest. And the mere fact that he's at practice, that tells me that he's probably ready to get in there. Ryan says Tyler Algier will have a rookie debut like William Andrews had the BD, the Cajun Trash 79, 2 touchdowns, 150 yards. I believe they get him caught. Let's not go to the William Andrews things yet. I'm so guarded about comparisons when it comes to the Falcons' greats right now. I know William Andrews, again, another level. That's my guy and stuff like that. You know who I want him to be? You know who I want Tyler Algier to be? Tyler Algier. I want him to bring that same energy, that same you can't tackle me with that first arm tackle type vibe. That's what I want him to bring with him. I want him to bring that. If he brings that, that's going to be good enough for me. That's what he's going to do. Sheehan says, Zach Wilson is your boy. Hey, man, I'm not claiming him. I'm just saying the mere fact that they thought he was going to miss a couple of weeks. That's what I'm really referring to. No, I'm not trying to pawn him off on you, my friend. Not at all. Hopefully it's better. Devontae, probably better than Devontae at running and pass blocking. I see you starting that stuff now because you know Tidy's not on here, and you know Tidy will be right on you if you messing with his hero. You mess with Florida State's finest, Devontae Freeman. But I don't think that's yeah, I hear what you're saying there. RJ, what's going on? Say, I'm excited to see what the D-line does this season. I think our offense will blossom and be competitive from the quarterback to receivers and the running game. I mean, I think we got glimpses in preseason. And the fact that the majority of the people that you saw during preseason are going to be on the field week 1, I think that bodes well for us. So these guys are going to be ready. They know what to look for. I'm just interested to see what the Saints defense is going to do against our offense. I'm legitimately concerned about our defense against their offense. We can say what we want to say about the Saints, whether we like them or not. They're still pretty loaded with talent on the offensive side. So we can't let Kamara get loose. We can't let Thomas, revisit his glory days. We have to keep those guys in check. We've got to. All-Star says, Brian Edwards is my guy for me. I think Junior can get loose. I hope he does. because that'll be good if he can do on the other side, if he can get some, be that, I don't know, maybe the possession receiver as opposed to Drake, that would be fine by me. I don't even care. That would be beautiful. That would be beautiful. Do what you do, brother. Do what you do. I love it. We have an opportunity to shock the world, man, and I think we can do it that first day. Plus, your uncle got a couple of bets on that game from Vegas that I need to cover on that. I know the line now, I think, is 5.5. When I was in Vegas, it was 4.5, so it's actually a little bit worse. I wish I had waited a little bit, but it's all good. Christian says, I think AJ is going to have Thomas on lock. Thomas has been way too long. I hope that's the case. I hope it is. And look, we've never seen Thomas stretch the field that much. I'm not trying to say he can't, but in Drew Brees' world, he was the king of the 5-yard slant. So we haven't seen him do much more than that. False Star said he can. Oh, trying to pull this down. Sorry, y'all. He said he can get loose. Talking about Edwards, that would be lovely if he does get loose. Oh no, I know what you meant, Chris. Hey, don't worry. Look, I am not a typing king, which is why I do more talking than I do typing sometimes, because I know I'm not that good. Christian said, is Alvin Kamara playing or suspended? He is playing. What happened is his case has been pushed back and back and back. So what the NFL does in those cases, Christian, they don't lay down punishment until a decision is made in court. So the further they push his court case back, that's when the NFL can come in. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the last I heard was they pushed the court case back to late October. And even if they do it like that, more than likely, by the time they push it back that far, they probably won't be looking at any punishment until 2023. If they didn't do it now, it's almost like the guy who just got in trouble with driving on New Orleans. People are like, oh, he's going to get suspended. He can't get suspended yet. He hasn't even been to court. And trust me, they are going to try to push that back as far as they can go. Because the further you pitch, and in cases like that are, cases that, don't involve somebody being killed or hurt seriously, they'll push that back as far as they can go. But he's not gonna get suspended anytime soon. Yeah, Chris, you're right. That's come after the season. Yeah, and that again, that's because his case is almost like what was going on with Deshaun Watson. And initially, when we were after him and things of that nature, when it was, remember, the moment they made the call that all the women except the one was settling the case, that's when all the teams went after him. Trust me. Remember, there was no movement on Deshaun Watson until it was determined that those cases those civil cases were all going to be settled. Then that's when you saw the Saints, the Falcons, the Cleveland Browns, and the Panthers, all those teams trying to throw their hat in, throw their, on what they were going to do with him. Once it goes to court or once things are settled, that's when they can make the decision on that. And they can't do it before that. But listen, look, I'm glad y'all popped in. I know y'all came in here in numbers. I appreciate you. Always appreciate the comments. Check a brother out on Uncle Steve's Lounge. Again, we got some stuff up there for y'all to check out. I will be on definitely Friday at 1 o'clock doing the pick segment, and might even pop in tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. Y'all be good. Got to go to work.